relates to the production of the hormones, the amount of hormones, that type of thing. Because, as I said, when you have hormonal imbalance, so we know the most important hormones as it relates to menstruation would be progesterone, estrogen, that type of thing. Then you have a whole other set of hormones that would require, like for women to get pregnant, you need things like prolactin and others. So in cases like that, it simply means that you either have too much or too little of something. So that is where the woman's formula comes in to actually assist in regulating the endocrine system, to in turn regulate the hormones, which will in turn regulate the condition or the health of the uterus. Okay, so let me give you those telephone numbers and location. Keep in mind, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We are also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and the Triangle building is in Scarborough, Tobago. You can check us out on Facebook, our social media. On Facebook, we are Batson and Associates Limited. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And our telephone numbers that you can get us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And as well as 222-8261. You're listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates, your specialist consultants in natural and integrated medicine. Okay, we have any questions?
Yeah, so if you have any questions for Dr. Batson, remember this is an interactive show, but you'll need to WhatsApp those questions to us here in studio at 299-4103.
Good. One of the issues as well that women who have problems with polycystic ovaries and fibroids, they usually have problems with bleeding, a lot of excess bleeding during the menstrual cycle. So you find your cycle would come and a lot of women are actually anemic because of having very heavy periods. And of course, as I said, once you have a heavy menstrual cycle, it means something is wrong. You have some aspect of hormonal imbalance. So, you know, at Batson Associates, I mean, we have done our research. We have dealt with so many clients. And when I mean so many clients, especially in the realm, and they have gotten very good results. We're actually looking in the process of doing more testimonies to you know, really highlight, because actually this week I worked in Chaguanas when I worked in Chaguanas Monday and I worked in Chaguanas Wednesday, which usually is not the case. I would normally work on a Wednesday alone, but I did a makeup day for them. So I had a lot of clients on those days, and a lot of those clients were revisit clients. So revisit clients are clients who would have came before, and then we give you a day to come back now to review, you know, ask you how you're feeling, if it is your problem with sleep, is it better, whatever the case may be. And interestingly, that day I had a lot of persons, and 100%, full 100% of everyone I saw that day and yesterday who were reviews, all of them were satisfied, very satisfied. And this is a wide range of issues, ranging from painful menstrual cycle, ranging from infertility issues, ranging from problems with sleep. That Nerve Restore product that we have, please check it out. It's a product that, I tell you, it's amazing. You use it and you feel completely different. It actually encourages a proper sleep. It doesn't make you sleepy, you know. But when you sleep, it actually encourages a proper rest, because what it does, it actually is an adaptogen that actually helps your body deal with stress. So it's also very good for persons with anxiety, depression, you know, those type of things, women who are going through PMS, which is postmenopausal syndrome. And usually in cases like that, the central nervous system is under attack, for want of a better expression. So you find these women would have serious issues associated with polycystic ovaries, fibroid, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, that type of thing. So again, those telephone numbers, 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. So let me, we live on Facebook right now. Let me say a pleasant good morning. Ruiz Gwen says good morning. Miss Winnet Honore says, blessed morning, Dr. Batson and the Facebook family. Miss Cecilia Idan, good morning, Dr. Batson. Miss Joyce Paul, a pleasant good morning to you. One of our #1 listeners as well, Miss Pauline McKenna, pleasant good morning to you. Miss Marge Hills, pleasant good day, Dr. Batson, and all listening. Miss Joyce Paul from New York is in the house. So those of you who are on Facebook, if you have any questions, feel free to ask those questions and get some information. Now, as it relates to the testing, a lot of persons would say, well, okay, you at Batson and Associates, what exactly do you do? So I come to you and I am not feeling well. What are you going to do to assess me? Now, it's not necessarily a complex question, but there are different ways of assessing persons. In Western medicine or allopathic medicine, you are assessed in different ways. So you could be assessed by ultrasounds, CT scans, X-rays, MRI scans, which are magnetic resonance imaging. CT scan is computer tomography. So what CT scan does, it does ultrasounds, but it does the ultrasounds like all around. So in doing it all around, it gets like things bouncing off. So you get a 3D, you get a three-dimensional, as opposed to with ultrasound goes all the way through. So the thing with CT scan is usually one of the most comprehensive aspects. You have biopsies, which are not one of my favorites. I personally don't like those, simply because I think, one, it is too invasive and it opens the body up to blood clots and infection. So that's problematic. At Batson and Associates, we do something known as live nutritional blood cell analysis. Now, there are a lot of persons who, Ms. Pamela Moses, a pleasant good morning to you, my dear. Alana Francois, pleasant good morning to you as well. Yeah, so a lot of persons find that with the blood analysis, you're actually able to see in depth into the body, and I'll explain. Because you see, the thing is, blood is very telling, it's very convincing as a witness, because you could lie or you could forget. We have problems with our memory. So sometimes someone might ask you something and you might, how your blood pressure is, what it is. You eat ice cream and you say cake, no. And you say, no, I never see those things. And when we do the blood analysis is showing a lot of yeast. But you're telling me now that I eat green, I eat salad every day. So your blood is basically telling me that you are fibbing, you're lying. Because the blood actually shows your diet. It really does. And it shows if you have a lot of if you consume a lot of hydrogenated oils, if you use a lot of fried food, it shows in the blood analysis. Especially in the dry blood, we're actually able to see the condition of your intestines. A pleasant good morning to Miss Kathleen Ishmael, Miss Cindy Hoyt. So it means that it gives us a key indicator of one of the most important, if not one of the most important, most important organ and organ system in the body, which is the colon, and the gastrointestinal system being the most important organ system in the body. So that is something, we know the year is almost out, it's almost our close. So next year, maybe some of you are looking to do that as a gift for yourself. I know we do have a situation as regards to our appointments, especially with myself, but keep in mind that we have a system in place. I want to say a pleasant good morning to all our hardworking staff at Batson and Associates, especially, our hardworking blood microscopist, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Paul Green, Mr. Rene Bastamante, and all the other hardworking team members in the Shogunas, in the Davie office, in Davie, Miss Roma there, Miss Budram in Shogunas. We have Miss Viviana, Miss Robinson, Miss Hills, and the whole gang there working hard as ever, So the information as regards to WhatsApp, that information you can send to 3149975. As it relates to products, there were some things that we were out of. We did not have inflammation formula. We have since gotten. We have gotten chlorophyll as well in stock. We have also gotten krill omega. We actually have to put that up on the Facebook, Shaki, because we didn't have krill for a while. Krill is actually a very, very good antioxidant. It actually has something in it called astaxanthin, so it's very good for people who have problems with memory. If you're pain, very, very good for pain. I talk about people with excruciating pain. You use that, you're going to get some help. The only issue you may have is if you have allergy to shell food, because it is a shell food product, or if you are religiously inclined to not use that. So if you may be SDA, 7 Days Adventist, that type of thing. Other than that, you can use that. So we do have that back in stock, full stock, large numbers. We have gotten back women's formula, female balance. Circulation tea we got, but you all know how those teas go. So we're working assiduously on getting more teas in. So at least for the beginning of the year, we should be laden with teas, oolong, pu'er, those types. We ensure that we're getting. So, even if it is you hear us on the radio and you may not necessarily come for the service, but you could at least use the products. We saw some very, very good products, a lot of excellent teas. We have tea for everything: kidney tea, liver tea, eye tea, and we have a very good eye drop as well, the eye optics formula. A lot of persons continue to get very good results, so that if you have problems with cataract, glaucoma, detached retina, any situation with your eye, that's the product to use. So feel free to give us a call or visit. As I said, those telephone numbers again are 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chabonas. We have a question?
Yeah, so this is actually related to antidepressants. So can you share some information on how antidepressants affect the body, how it affects your mind, how it affects your body function? Because someone recently shared a message with us. Can't go into too many details,
right?
Too much details, but basically the side effect was just really bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, depression is I tell people depression is the most hidden is not the word. Let me just say a pleasant good morning to Kathleen Ishmael again and Miss Honeybee. Yeah, so when you're talking about depression, yeah, well, you have different stages of depression. Quite frankly, especially since the pandemic, we have a lot of depressed people. A lot, because, and obviously, how many persons have lost family members? How many persons have lost their business? You know, the world, people can't go anywhere. You can't go to the beach. You can't go a little party. You know, so we have a lot more frustrated and depressed people, understandably so. What you need to do, you need to take care of yourself. So antidepressants, which may at some point in time be necessary because of an emergency, because the person may be really, really badly off. But once it has passed that situation, you need to deal with that from the natural perspective. And when I say natural perspective, at Batson Associates, we focus on what is known as natural and integrative medicine. Good. So in a nutshell, what does that mean? It means that unlike allopathic or Western medicine, we do not focus on the symptomology of the problem. So depression is a symptomology. Depression is not a cause. Liver problems could cause depression. Gastrointestinal problems, lack of digestion or proper assimilation of food could cause depression. Serious issues with candida, yeast, pathogens could cause serious neurological imbalances, because a lot of pathogens, which are either bacteria, virus, fungus, protozoa, or worms, produce neurotoxins. You know what neurotoxins are? Neuro, nerve, toxins, poison. So nerve poisons. So when that keep pumping and getting into your system and getting into your neurological space, for want of a better expression, it means that you're going to be in a situation where you have issues with your nerves. So it starts to cause things like depression, anxiety. The problem with a lot of medication is it is habit forming, and it is very dangerous to aspects associated with your kidney and those type of things. So those are some of the things. So at Batson Associates, there are a number of products we carry to deal with depression naturally. I am a person, I am not a fan of too much medication as it relates to the chemistry of your kidney and your liver, because one of the problems, there are medications that you would be recommended to take, that you have to do a liver function test every 6 months or every 3 months, because of how toxic and how the side effects are so grave. And it's significant because it's liver damage that they need to be checking every month. But that don't make any sense. Why would you be giving me something and checking me every month to tell me you mash up my liver? That don't make any sense. What is causing the problem? What is causing you to have that issue with depression? Is it a dietary problem? Is it a pathogen problem? Is it that you have parasites? You need a detox. There is a reason. So you have to determine what is the root cause of the problem. And that is where we work at Batson and Associates. I mean, I don't specifically sell products per se. We talk about disease and we talk about the correction of those diseases. And to get us there in our protocol would require some level of supplementation, hence the products come in. But I am not a salesman where products are concerned. I'm a doctor first, as I always tell people that. We have a question.
She says that she's 23 years old and she has polycystic ovaries.
As well? Or this is our next question? As well. Yeah, you're good. You have bad hormonal imbalance, but we can help you, man. That's our walk in the park, man. Once you're willing to listen, because I'm sure you must be eating some foolishness like everybody else. So we need to correct that. I'm not going to carry you and tell you or bring you, we test you, you spend your good money and tell you foolishness. I am very straightforward with people. We need to make some changes. If you're drinking soft drink, you need to stop. You need to increase your water. So whatever your body weight is, divide your body weight by 2 and divide that in ounces, and that's the amount of ounces of water that you're supposed to drink. So if you weigh 160 pounds, half of 160 is 80, you're supposed to drink at least 10 8-ounce glasses of water for the day for that body weight. So do your own and start drinking water. You could always come to Batson & Associates. You could start the Alkagen water. What is Alkagen water? Alkagen water is a premium alkaline water that we carry at Batson & Associates that is primarily designed to do just that, alkaline the body, which gives a lot of benefits to persons, even in mental situations, makes you sleep better, that type of thing. As I mentioned, we have the Nerve Restore, very good product. There's a product we have called Optimizer. I know we are a little low in stock, but we should get back. Very good product, especially for the eyes. So there are things that they have. So you could always call, you could get some information. We know for you to get an appointment, now you have to wait some time, especially if it is with me specifically, which is why we're trying to do these makeup days and we're getting more consultants, because I can't do this work by myself, obviously. I'm one person. It's an organization that we have put a system in. And sometimes, and to clear up a misconception that a lot of people have, I do not do blood analysis. I don't. I mean, it's not like I can't do it, but based on how these systems and we put our flow in place, I don't do that. You know, it is done by Ms. Ramdan, and then they would do it, and then I would get the results. You know, it makes the process easier. So if you might want to deal with me specifically, you could always come and have the test done. I have to see the same test and review it. But instead of coming there a day, like a Wednesday in Chagonas, when I'm going to have 25, 30 people, and you're going to sit down there with a long wait. Because people ask if we do take appointments. We do take appointments. But if somebody come in there and the lungs bad and the kidney bad, and what you want me to deal with them in 15 minutes? I have to do my job. I need to deal with them properly. And you would require the same thing of me for you. So fair is fair. So it is a waiting game. So on those days or that day, make up your mind to wait. You know, we're doing things to make the wait a little shorter, but it's a process. It's not like the Western doctors. You go, they write a prescription, they send you on your way. If you want that, there are places you could go and get that. We don't offer that. It's a completely different thing, which requires some time and patience, but it's for your health. You're not doing it for me. You're too busy to help yourself. That's why some always fall long and dead. Because you're so busy and you dying and you're not taking care of yourself, running up and down, running behind everybody. And when you're dead, what happens? And somebody else will do it for them. Somebody else will do it. The same business, the same children, the same wife, the same husband. One thing go wrong with you. Who taking care of you? So in the final analysis, you need to take care of yourself. Because if you are the source, if the source go down, everybody else in problems. Not so? So again, those telephone numbers, 222-8261, 314-9975. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Ms. Lisa Boyce Berger. Good morning. Thanks as always for the discussion and knowledge shared. Ms. Dawn Ellis, good morning. Dr. Batson and Associates Limited, blessings, for the advent of the season. A pleasant good morning to Ms. Maureen Tall. She says, good morning, Dr. Batson and everyone on the live. Ms. Yvette Batson, good morning. What can I use for a recent herniated disc in the lower back? Definitely inflammation formula would help. You take the inflammation formula. Inflammation formula is a liquid product that we carry at Batson & Associates that is specifically designed for pain. So if you have pain, you're looking at things like inflammation formula. You're looking at white tea. You're looking at bromelain. You're looking at krill omega. Those type of things that we specifically use for pain. Right? So what I would suggest you try and get on to that. And of course, you get a chiropractor. I could always recommend someone that is quite knowledgeable, reliable, quite good. Highly recommended. I use them personally, myself and my family, so I know, the excellent results that they get for persons. And you fix that. Don't sleep on that. Don't leave it for it to be, become exacerbated and get worse. Right? Someone was also asking the question as regards to Ms. Joyce Paul asked, could you help my sister? She has retinal eye disease. She lives in Trinidad, I believe. She lives in Trinidad. I believe she is blind from this disease. I live in New York, and I'm trying to find out if you can help her. The thing is, once she has not been termed as clinically blind, if an ophthalmologist terms you as clinically blind, then it's very difficult for us to help you. It possibly means that that's it gone. The nerves in the eye are gone, and there is no coming back for them. If that is not the case, which I have seen with a lot of persons, we can help in that particular situation. All right, so keep that in mind. Someone says, I'm in need of optimizer, Dr. Batson. Miss Morris. Yes, Miss Morris, you will get your optimizer by next week, please God. We have a question, Karen?
Yes, we do have a question. question, and this is related to lung health. So this person is saying, I'm trying my very best to not catch this COVID. Is there any tip, any advice, any product that we can use to protect our lungs and to keep safe?
Very good. Yeah, definitely. You know, the thing is, there are a number of things you could use to build your immune system. I think a lot of people know the general ones already. Your zinc, your D3, which I've been using for years. I know about zinc and D3 was over 15 years now. So you have things like your mineral formula with your colloidal silver. That's very good. I deal with a lot of persons with long COVID. So if you know someone who has had COVID and they have long COVID and again problems to breathe, send them to Batson and Associates. We will fix them. You're using people who have that situation. You're looking at things like the mineral formula with the colloidal silver. You're looking at Long's tea. You're looking at Omus Minerals. There's a product we use called Omus Minerals, which is a particular aspect of in suspension. So it's a product that deals with energy. So it's 0-point field. Because if you know, all toxins have positive polarity, right? So the toxins actually have polarity. All organisms, as far as I understand, have some level of polarity and some energy fields attached to them. So what this product does is actually creates negative field to actually clean the body of all these toxins. And parasites also resonate at a certain frequency. A lot of people do not understand that everything is frequency and vibration, which is why dogs hear certain songs that human beings cannot hear, which is why for fireworks, all the killing the poor dog and them. Because they literally just be going mad because they hearing that like 1,000 times in the ears. We're not hearing it because the frequency is a different frequency and we are not able to pick up that frequency. So the same applies in nature with a lot of frequencies. Certain flowers have certain frequencies, certain oils have, like coconut oil has a different frequency as opposed to olive oil. Olive oil has a different frequency as opposed to grapeseed oil. Everything, a hibiscus would have a different frequency as opposed to a buttercup or a rose or something like that. In nature, river water would have a different frequency as opposed to water from the sea. It might be kind of close, but so frequency is very important because which is why cell towers are very dangerous, which is why your cell phone all up in your ears and in all your breasts. I see women just putting cell phone in the bosom. Why in God's name, I don't know. Why would you put your cell phone in close to your breast? I don't know. You're trying to give yourself cancer. And men, you want to have your cell phone always in your pocket. Your prostate right there. Prostate close to your pocket, you know. Well, I mean, if you know what I mean. It close. Some people closer than others, but it close. So you need to not be putting those things there. You won't take a laptop and put it on your lap. We know what that does. They show that a lot of heat. They did a study with a lot of young students. Half of them boys and them, they can't make sure and the prostate fry because of that heat. So frequency and vibration is very important in the balance of a proper anatomy and physiology and proper functioning of the body. So energy is very important. And that product is an energy product. It's called Omus Minerals. You could check it out. Also available at Batson and Associates. Miss Melissa Richards says, good morning to Dr. Batson and everyone. Miss Carol Rochester, a pleasant good morning, or a pleasant good afternoon, sorry, to you, Dr. Batson. Well, it's morning still, so to you and the family. So do we have any more questions? Okay, just remind them of the number. You all know it is wait. Okay, well, oh, the time almost finished. Yeah. There's the time the questions to start to come through.
Okay, so it's 299 for if you have any questions for Dr. Dizziness. All right, so here's one. This is related to the eye optics formula. Do you have it stock in the area?
Yes, we do. All our offices have eye optics. MSM we are out of, but we get MSM like sometime next week, please God. But we have things for your eye. We do have IT. Optimizer, as I said, we should get optimizer by next week, please God. Krill we have in stock. We also have molasses. We have an excellent molasses. You all can check out our Equilibrium brand of molasses. It is new, yes, new. Equilibrium falls under the line with Santulan and Optimizer and all those nerve restore and those type of things. Molasses is actually very good. Molasses is actually one of the things that builds up your blood count very quickly. It also helps with energy. It is a good sweetener substitute. So it's actually a very good thing for you to use with tea. So we normally recommend that you take like a teaspoon and put it in a cup of tea. And that has some general benefits. It's very good for women with the menstrual cycle as well. The one we offer at Batson Associates is Blackstrap Molasses, which is very important. There's a difference with molasses because you have sulfur and unsulfured molasses. You want unsulfured molasses. That's the one we have, the organic unsulfured Blackstrap Molasses. And it's very reasonably priced. It's not even the price of a Santolan. So sorry.
This person says, I tried that eye optics and that burned like hell.
Okay, well, if you try eye optics and it burnt like hell, that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Here, the good thing. The good thing, it was working. The bad thing is that your eye is in a mess. That's what that means. Because anytime you start to use that product, the ingredient profile in that product, 1 out of must be every 15 million people would get an allergic reaction with that eye drop. That's one of the eye drops that have the least amount of allergic reactions. It has no steroid in that eye drops, none. So if it was burning, it means it was working. You have something is wrong there. So what you need to do is shake it up, and instead of putting 2 drops in the eye twice for the day, put 1 drop morning and evening, and keep doing that, shaking it up and doing that, and you'll see after a while, the burning will subside, and then you could increase it, like maybe after the first month, to 2 drops in the eye, morning and evening. That's what you need to do, because it is an indication that something is wrong there. What that eye optics formula does is cleans the surface of your eyes. So which is why it's very good for cataract. It's very good for glaucoma, which is high ocular pressure, those type of things. Okay? And dry eyes. All right? So we very close to wrapping up. I'm going to continue on Facebook. I see Ms. Angela Barrows have a very important question, so I'll address that. For the listeners of 103.1 FM, always a pleasure to be in your company. You could feel free to give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261. 31, as well as, no, it's 314-9975 and 222-8261. My apologies. Those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talk building in Montrose, Chagonas. We are also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. You have been listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates. Feel free to call, get your appointments with our live nutritional blood cell microscopist and consultant, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Paul Green, Mr. Rene Bastamante. And of course, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Stay tuned for next week. I believe next week we have radio. We have radio next week, right? Yeah, well, I just need to be here. Yes, so next week, please God, we'll be having our next discussion regarding health. We will be touching a bit on arthritis, and we're going to be speaking about migraine headaches. So all those of you who have, I have migraine headaches, I have migraine headaches for years, we're going to be discussing what you already have. Okay? So always a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And Karen. Sorry, I'm mixing up my ladies. My sincere apologies. These wonderful hostesses that I deal with on all these radio stations. I'm mixing up my ladies. My apologies. Okay. You're welcome, Karen. Yes. Take care of yourself. Yes, so Facebook family, a pleasant good morning. Ms. Angela Barrow says, good morning, Dr. Batson Associates. Thank you for sharing your medical knowledge, which has helped me, especially as a diabetic with kidney problems. My nephrologist doctor is keeping me aware, especially with my blood work. I live in Montreal, so thank you again for sharing your medical knowledge. Blessings to you and your entire team. Oh, thank you so very much for that, Ms. Barrows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What I would also want to say to a lot of our listeners, to make our lives a bit easier, we are trying our best to get as much testimonies from our clients as possible. As much. And you know the reason for that, sorry. Yeah, good. I just bounced me here. You know the reason for that. You know, we help a lot of persons and we want, people to know that, listen to me, these products work. I had a client yesterday. She said, Dr. Batson, your products is really, really work. And I'm always glad to hear that. Miss Avalon London, good morning, Dr. Batson. Why every time I visit your establishment in St. James, I must spend close to over $1,000. I'm not complaining though. They work well. Well, girl, Avalon, that is what we are to pay, girl. Because you see, the good thing about it is at Batson and Associates, we source the best. So, the best is a little more. But always remember the best for you, because it's for you, not for anybody else, it's for you. So once you get the best, you will be the best, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, so we're working on that. Ms. Cooper is saying that the Dr. Batson, could the cyst and fibroid formula help with menopause symptoms? Yes, it can. It most certainly can. For menopause symptoms, you would have to have the cyst and fibroid formula. You'd also have to have the nerve restore, the alkagen water. You would also have to use the OMOS minerals as well. That could help. And the equilibrium blackstrap molasses. Those would help as well. Miss Cecilia Edan, Dr. Batson, why do you have to sit to drink water, and what causes there's a spot you're telling me about, FORDYCE, fourth spot on the lips, and what can I do to get rid of them? I'm going to have to check that. I hope you're spelling correct. I would imagine you would have checked, right? Well, one of the things they tell you is in order to sit to drink water, it's very easy. The body assimilates the water better, and it's less impactful on the joints, so it doesn't cause problems with joint pain afterwards. So that's primarily the reason. Okay. As regards to that particular situation too, and in terms of hydration, a lot of people ask the question, what is the correct amount of water to drink? And as I was saying earlier, it is your body weight divided by 2 in ounces. It is very important that you try and maintain that. Oh, okay. So I researched it actually very quickly. So it's spelled FORDYCE, Ford's spots, which are also called Ford granules, are small pimple-like structures that are commonly formed on the body. They are seen most often on male genitalia, especially around the shaft and the testicles, but can also be found on the lips and the inner mouth. They are also present in female genitalia, especially around the labia. Okay, so I learned something today. Well, thanks to Google, after God is Google. I'm going to have to do some research about that, but most likely silver should help with that. The silver gel, the silver liquid should be able to help with that situation. I believe so. Right, just off the top of my head, I could do some more research and check it out. Okay, what other question do we have here? What can I use for dizziness and ringing in the ears? Miss DB or Dubai is asking that. Zalina. The thing is, if you have ringing in your ears, it could be an indication of poor circulation to the brain, which is an indication. They usually call it or diagnose it as vertigo, right? So in that particular situation, they usually give you Stemetil. What I have found to work very well, the nerve restore works very well. The Krill Omega also works very well for that situation. You possibly may need to go and see a chiropractor. You may have some disc issues where things are pressing and you're not getting proper circulation, and as a result of that, you're not getting proper nerve receptors or nerve endings there. That could be a problem. And once you do that, you wouldn't necessarily have any issue where that is concerned. So you could call and get some information. The alkagen water would also help as well. Okay. Someone is asking, what do you have for sleeping at night? Nerve Restore, Miss Sylvia Bernard. Nerve Restore, Krill Omega, the OMOS mineral is also very good as well. The Advanced Chlorophyll, also very good as well. So we also have sleep tea as well. I think we should have in stock. That is something you should also check as well. Okay. So Facebook family, that brings us to the end of our live. We're just going to close up a bit. Let me just quickly, before we end, give you those telephone numbers again. You can get us on 222-8261 as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And our locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We're also on the corner of Ramsey Mood Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie, as well as the Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. Let me just answer this question quick. Digestive balance. Okay, so Avalon Thomas said digestive balance is great for stomach ache. It's unbelievable. I can safely recommend it to all those with acid reflux, gastric, stomach indigestion, sorry, etc. I've been having stomach problems for 15 years, and since I started alternative medicine, the digestive balance in particular, never had a stomach problem. This is my second bottle. Do I continue to use it? Has my stomach been cured? Okay, Papa. So that's like almost like a testimony there, which I'm so grateful for. And that's one of the things I was saying, guys. What you could do is in your comments, just give us a testimony once you have had good, results with whatever the case may be. Kashaki is there anyway for us to extract that and put it somewhere.
Of course, 100%.
Very good. So y'all will make our life easy. Yeah, good. So that's something we're going to work on. All right, as regards to that, your stomach is corrected a lot, Avalon. You just need to try to maintain a healthy lifestyle, drink your water, because you don't want to go back to doing certain things that could actually create an environment that is now conducive to stomach problems. Okay? And you can continue to use it. What you may have to do is just lessen your doses after a while, because you may not need to use as much as before. So you could use like 1 a day. Okay? So Facebook family, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless you guys and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Take care. Look out for us. I am on Instagram on 106.1 FM. That is Akashvani 106.1 FM. And that program is going to be starting at 12:15. So you all could stay, or you could join us on Instagram for that program. And a power pack session discussing health as usual from a natural and integrated medicine. God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.